Dear users, here is another WordPress plugin named WP SpeedUp. It was initially introduced as a kind of not for minification of script or styles. It was introduced for basic caching through htaccess Apache modules, uh, but later it happened that people misunderstood this plugin, that they thought that maybe this plugin, we will simply install this plugin and our website will go high in um, Google speed metrics or any other tool which we were using, so to measure the speed, website loading speed. But it is not like that. So I can explain you in this plugin what it does. First, it help you to understand what is InnoDB and MySum, right? And then it gives you an option that do you want to convert your MySum to InnoDB or InnoDB to MySum. So it depends. If you understand that InnoDB, because there are two groups, one believe in InnoDB, the other MySum. So here are the reasons, advantages, and wherever you will agree you will go for that. So it is also telling you there are 38 tables in your database at this moment. Then caching mode, that was its actual purpose. When I released it initially, that was the actual purpose. Number one, test on Google, test on Pingdom, before and after implementation. Number two, you see this section, uh, I mean it is asking you to do these things, like do not use them, use small, use for graphics or not detailed, and use for photos, and then disable, and like these are like shortcuts, just save changes and all done. So now htaccess at a glance. Here on my blog I will show you this one, caching with htaccess. So you can simply copy this portion and paste in it carefully in your htaccess file, this one, and it will obviously speed up, for sure it will speed up your website, or at least you will see a good difference, right? And then there is another option, is image optimization. This was in fact not for everybody, but for those websites which were using like images in gigabytes instead of megabytes. Megabytes is nothing in these days. So you can compress, it will create a separate directory with this compressed images, and then you can switch to compressed directory, and still your original directory will remain there. And after compressing, it will show you a few links here. By switching from one directory to another directory, your website start using the compressed version of images, and still you will be having the actual directory. Here's a mistake, I mean here is a chance of mistake that you can do. What happened, I'll show you. Look here. So okay, let me open whiteboard, that would be better here. For example, you get a button here and one more here, and it says that switch to compressed version, and there is another one, it says compressed. It's already, for example, it is already switched to compressed, and it says okay, go back to uncompressed version. What happens, there is another button to delete the compressed or the other available directory. So normally it happens that we started using compressed version, and mistakenly we click on delete, and this time it will not delete the directory in use, it will delete the spare directory. It will in this case it will delete this directory. So uh, be specific about this. I mean, whenever you're going to click, you're going to hit the delete directory, a spare directory. That spare directory should be compressed version, not your original version. It depends, because if you see here, delete all temp directory. Temp directory means uh, which were created just to show you. But in case you are going to delete your original directory mistakenly, it will not come back. So I mean, it is a little dangerous when you are uh, working on this tab, image optimization tab. Thank you so much.